Right, so no messing around this time.
Okay.
You totally put me off.
Alright, this
Get
is...
your arm off.
Sorry, I forget.
It's a one shot. It's a one shot.
It's a one shot.
It's a single. You're on a single.
Alright, here we go.
So, okay.
This is official.
Right, okay. So, no, don't look at the camera.
I can look at the camera.
No,
but look
you
at the camera.
can't.
I'm inviting them into our conversation by making eye contact.
You're technically not even on screen yet.
I'm not.
This is a single. I haven't even said hello.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
I don't believe. I think you're lying. I think the two of you are lying to me.
What?
You're lying. I can hear the whir over there by the naked guy.
It's the air conditioner. Don't talk about the whir with the naked guy. That worries me.
Yes,
right,
sorry.
you're not even in shot.
Okay, let's go.
Pretend this is a play.
Do
Have
it.
you been in a play?
You're going to explain how this works again, or are we going to start?
Let's start. Hello.
See, now this is what the hello thing is. It's
totally
you know what it is?
interrupted me. You interrupted me.
No. Do I have to let you? Are we running?
Go. What is it?
Okay. Hello, it's Mrs. Doubtfire. Your hello is Mrs. Doubtfire. It's Robin Williams. That's what it is. Hello. Remember? He's in it. Why are you looking at me? Remember, he puts the stuff on his face and he goes, "Hello."
Did you just call me Mrs. Doubtfire?
I didn't call you Mrs. Doubtfire. I said.
Did you just call me Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, I didn't. He's over there going, "You're in a hole. Get out of the hole."
Did he just call me Mrs. Doubtfire?
Can we start? Can we start again?
No, we're not starting again. We're starting now.
He's not the first person that did that.
Who?
Somebody else.
Somebody else made that reference?
What they did was they tried to put on a Scottish accent to do it, and then they realised they sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire. So it's... You know.
What?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Right, I've started.
Oh, it might have been... Kathy.
Oh, no, Kathy didn't even sound Scottish.
Oh, no, she was
No,
she didn't.
She sounded... Did you think she sounded...
It was like Irish. It was
no, I thought she sounded kind of Greek.
Greek?
Yeah. I don't know where she sounded. Right, anyway, you're not on. You're not on.
I'm not on.
Nimini Pimini, right? Nimini Pimini, out the way. So, hello, in a non-Mrs. Doubtfire way. My name is Lynn Ferguson.
All you're thinking about is Mrs. Doubtfire. All they're thinking about is Mrs. Doubtfire right now. They're seeing Robin Williams in drag. That's all they're thinking. Every time you say it from now on, they're going to go, "Oh my gosh, that is Mrs. Doubtfire."
Dead man. Dead man.
Sorry, go ahead. Don't think about Mrs. Doubtfire. Go. See if they can do it.
I know his wife. He is a dead man.
Go ahead. Try to do it and not sound like Robin Williams.
Hello.
Oh! I'm not Robin Williams.
No. Hello. That was quite Mrs. Doubtfire.
That was, yeah.
Right, anyway, you're not on. I'm on a single.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Go.
Welcome to 20 Minutes Till Pickup. This is my podcast, vlogcast, whatever it is. I do it every Thursday. And the reason it's called 20 Minutes Till Pickup is because I usually have my best conversations 20 minutes before I have to go pick up my kids. So I put it on time. I say usually have my best conversations. There's always an exception. And so I always have a co-host. And usually they're lovely. But you're not even on screen.
Again, always an exception.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome good actor.
It's good.
Brian Stepanek.
It's good.
Hi, how are you? You're on screen now. Go do your hello.
Good.
No, say hello.
Hello. Hello!
So you're an actor, Brian.
I am
would you
an
say
actor.
you're an actor?
I would say I'm an actor.
Would you say you were an actor or a Christmas tree decorator? What would you say you were best
a Christmas monkey.
A Christmas monkey?
I'm a Christmas tree I do enjoy putting up Christmas decorations. It is. It's soothing.
Do you enjoy acting? Stop banging your cup.
I do. Is that bad?
Yeah, it's just a note. Don't do that. Yes, it bothers me. Here's your cup back. Don't do that. Do you know what that is?
Sorry.
Do you know what that is? Do you want to know what that is?
This is a mystery plug. We don't know where that goes.
I know what it is. Yeah. I know where it plugs. So,
do I enjoy acting?
Yes.
I do. You know what's funny? I was listening to a guy by the name of Colin Cowherd, who's a sports opinion
a sports guy.
He's a sports guy.
Could you be more specific?
He could be. I really can't because I can't think of the word. Analyst, like an analyst.
A sports opinion guy.
And he's on the radio and he was talking about how the best quarterbacks in football aren't about the crowd and the accolades and all that. They were about the process. That they love the process.
They're about the tight pants. Aren't they about the tight pants?
Yeah.
Tight pants. Aren't they the best thing?
Well, listen, the process
and
the tight pants.
Tight pants.
And I love the process of acting.
Oh, you do?
I do.
What's your favourite bit? Is it the... Because my favourite bit with acting, will I tell you what my favourite bit?
Go.
My favourite bit was of acting was always the phone call when someone said, "You've got the job." Yeah! And then
That's the best part.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's always at its best.
Yeah,
it can't. Your imagination, it's going to be amazing, and you're gonna win an Emmy, and it's going to be the best thing ever.
Because they go, "You've got the job," and you're like, "Why?" And here's how much they're paying you.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So, do you have a favourite type of acting you like to do?
Yeah,
you're very funny.
You know, well, I do a lot of the kids stuff on Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and I kind of like the goofy stuff. I do. I like making kids laugh. I like making the crew laugh. If I can do something that makes the crew laugh, because these guys, they've seen everything. I mean, they're just.
Haven't you even done like a Michael Bay movie? Didn't you do a Michael Bay?
I did a few. You
did?
Yes. I did a commercial with Michael Bay, and we got in a big fight on set.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then he put me in everything he did for the next 5 years.
Quite an angry man, wasn't he?
I don't know. I love Michael Bay. Michael Bay has been very good to me.
I wonder though that if it's to do with, because he's always like Michael Bay. Say what you like about Michael Bay, but he is your guy to go to for your helicopters and your exploding cars and your big chases and your stuff.
And talk about a guy who loves the process.
Yeah,
he loves doing what he does. Yeah. I mean, he's just he's good at it.
Because I don't know how patient I would be if I was dealing with an exploding helicopter and a car chase.
And me.
I think, well, you're enough, Frank.
I mean, just saying.
Enough. I know his wife, though. He's a dead man. He's a dead Mrs Doubtfire. How did you get into acting then?
How did I get into it?
Did you start acting? Did you were you one of these people who started when you were like a tiny kid going, "Oh, I want to be an actor"?
Well, when I was the youngest of 6, so
6?
Yeah, 6 kids. 6? My parents are crazy.
I met your sister.
Yes.
I met her.
Lives right around the corner.
Yeah, no, I didn't know you had 6 of you.
6. I have 4 other brothers.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all much older than me.
That's crazy. That's careless.
So you have four brothers and a sister?
Careless.
5 boys and
5 boys and a girl.
That house must have smelled of socks all the time.
All the time. Everybody played football and basketball, and it was crazy.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I think maybe it was an attention thing when I was young, but I used to love watching Abbott and Costello movies and Jerry Lewis.
He was on First Base.
Oh my gosh! I'd go into the basement on a Saturday morning, and if Abbott and Costello versus Frankenstein was on or anything like that, it was heaven to me. Heaven. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait for Jerry Lewis to get on screen. Yeah. Loved it.
Did you like the Honeymooners as well? Did you like those guys?
No, I never really watched that.
You never liked the Honeymooners?
I was never exposed
to Honeymooners.
I was never really exposed to it. I watched Dick Van Dyke a lot. I watched Andy Griffith's show a lot. So Don Knotts and Dick Van Dyke are 2 of my favorites, and so I just was drawn to it, and I would sit and rewind things to see why they were funny.
Oh, you would?
I would. There's in Raiders of the Lost Ark, everyone talks about the scene where he comes out, and the guy comes out with the swords, and he just pulls out a gun and shoots him, right? Well, as a kid, I rewound and watched that over and over and over again. And I understood why it was funny, because it was unexpected. But then there was a little thing where his hat was flipped up. So he looked exhausted. He just was watching the guy, and you never see Indiana Jones looking like that. And that is what added that little extra. And as a kid, I realized, why is that so funny? Why does he look different? And that little detail always popped up in my head.
God, I hadn't thought about that, but you're right, because if his hat hadn't been, if he'd been doing the mean thing,
he'd have looked cool, and then boom, but his hat was flipped up and he was exhausted.
That wouldn't have been funny.
No.
Because a cool guy shooting a guy is not
as funny.
No, but an exhausted guy
but that's what I did. I loved breaking stuff down, and I saw Back to the Future 20 times on my favorite movie, because that's the movie where I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah. That was the one
I want to do that.
Yeah. Have you been in a movie where you've been, because when I did Chicken Run, I was like, I knew when I was doing Chicken Run, I was like, this is great, man. This is a great movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a movie where you've gone, this is a great movie? Or even a telly thing where it's...
Well, when I did The Island, I think it's Michael Bay's best movie. I knew that was going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great script, and it was really cool to be a part of it. But I just got cast in something literally this week that I think is going to be that.
Can you talk about it?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know if I can or not. Probably not, but it's a big deal.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a pretty big
Is it a movie?
part. It's a movie.
Is it a movie?
It's a drama. It's a biography. It's a biopic. And
How many syllables?
Yeah.
3. 3. It's 3 letters. I'm not kidding. It's 3 letters.
Oh.
Of a
biopic that's 3 letters.
Yeah. And it's a kind of a big deal.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so
hey, when do you start filming?
I start filming all of October. I will be in Louisiana.
This is a worry because will you have time to technically put up your Christmas lights?
I'm a little upset that I'm going to miss Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Halloween's a big one for me too.
Yeah, you
Halloween.
do a lot of the stuff with that,
Halloween.
don't you? Yeah.
I love Halloween.
What's your favourite holiday?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Closely
You
followed
should
by.
see this guy's house at Christmas. It's ridiculous.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Labor Day.
Why Labour Day?
I'm kidding. I don't know.
Wait, when's the time that we do the Lobster Day? Is that Labour Day?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
We have this really weird neighbourhood where we do what? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing. I did something funny and you didn't even notice it.
No, I no. We.
Oh my gosh! Seriously?
Were you joking?
What?
I am totally not joking.
Or did you set it for 10 minutes?
Oh, I probably did.
Oh, okay. We'll set it for 10 really quick.
So that's
Quick! We can't go over.
halfway.
Make it 19 now.
No, I don't know how to say
18. 17.
All right. Okay. Oh. Anyway. No, we have a really strange neighbourhood, us, because I don't know how long this is going to go on for. I don't even know how to work my timer. This is what happened to me. I don't even know how to work my timer.
This is not. Do you mind if I touch your timer?
Oh, go ahead.
Can you? This is not like a high-tech timer either. This is a very. This was like. This is like from 1972.
It's not. It's from the dollar store.
It's from the dollar store. It was on special at the dollar store.
It was only $1.
Hey, you know what we've got, which is amazing?
What?
We should do the machine. Do you want to do the machine, Mark?
What machine?
The machine, because we couldn't use the parrot. We can't use the parrot because it swears.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. We should do the machine.
Hold on, I'm gonna plug it in.
Yeah.
You put it in first. And
Plug it in.
Here we go.
Because we've got this brilliant machine. It's not just that I've got like the, you know, we've got the machine. And
Hold on a second.
can you?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh?
Hey?
Hey there, darling.
Yeah, he's got a little.
Where'd you go, honey?
Here we go. So how does this thing work?
Well, you press it. I don't know if we can.
I won't move anything but my little finger.
We thought I would be rude.
Does this extend under the table?
A word to my critic. Yes, I am lying.
What was that?
He said it was live.
I won't move anything but my little finger.
Do you like Elvis?
I'm not an Elvis fan.
Hey,
Sorry.
First of all, guess which one of our mutual friends gave me that.
Jeremy Ratchford.
There you go. You didn't even have to think, did you? Jeremy Ratchford.
I had the answer before you started.
The dream of the V8 engine.
This is a waste of a perfectly good leather jacket.
No, it's not leather. It's pleather.
It's been pleather jacket.
I don't think it's a waste. Do you know what I think is really amazing though?
What?
Is that when he moves his eyebrows and everything.
Let's make him go.
I don't know. I'm trying. He doesn't want to go. Touch him or something.
A little less conversation.
And what they should have is that little yell in that song.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so you're not an Elvis fan. You can put him down now.
I'm not.
You're not.
No.
He's snuggling up. Who do you like to listen to music-wise?
Recently, because my son is a music fanatic now, I'm listening to like.
he?
Oh yeah, I'm listening to all of his stuff. His,
Who do you like?
I don't even know anybody. I don't know.
What, Taylor? I love
play the
Taylor
guitar, so I play like
Swift.
the Eagles.
Do you like
and-
Taylor Swift?
I
love
think she's
Taylor Swift.
incredible.
Yeah, so do I. I am part of the Taylor Swift fan. I'm not actually
This is
part of
where
the
you're
fan club,
fan.
but yes.
Oh, look at that.
A touch of class. Now, the story here is,
Okay.
right, we are trying to declutter the house. We've
Yes.
got a lot of clutter in the house.
Okay.
Right? And I've got a lot of vinyl records. Mark wants me to throw them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've agreed that I'll throw the ones out that my guests or my co-hosts decide should go. Right? So the future of these vinyl records are in your good acting hands.
So are we going to play a little?
We could, but then we can't really play it because then YouTube, curses YouTube, then don't let us do it in
Oh
the
yeah, you can't really
podcast,
play
right?
it.
So, you know.
So when was the last time you played this album?
All of them are at least 6 years since the last.
Yeah, we haven't played them. You know,
Never been played in this continent.
yeah, not been played in this continent.
That's a whole other level of futility. Like that.
They're beautiful. This is a work of art.
Well,
Look, that depicts love. Look.
They are
like,
really,
oh,
they are so in love.
He's like, oh, and she hasn't even noticed he's got bad hair.
She does. Is it bad hair, or is it just like was the camera moving?
He's got hair like Elvis. No, he's got bad hair because look, he's got like that spot. He's got this spot.
She's not even painted. She's looking at another guy.
Oh, she is.
She's looking at somebody else. Like if I was over, like look, she's looking at me.
Yeah, she's looking at me.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
See this? I'm not hiding it. I'm letting it all hang out.
You're not hiding it though, but he's got that thing of the...
Something's going on there.
When did you notice that you didn't have, you know... I'm just wondering because you've said it.
How do we get to
You know why?
this
Because
point?
I have respect. I say to Mark that some people, and I include you in this, that some men are...
You don't need to put up with this.
Some men are so handsome they don't need hair. That's what I say.
You know what? You know what the best part about being bald is?
What?
I can hear snowflakes.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. And they land on my head. I just hear them land. The best part. Poof. Poof. I started losing my hair. I started really noticing it when I was in college. But you could start really seeing that I was losing hair probably when I was 28.
Did you panic?
No, I knew it was coming because I saw the way my brothers were going.
Yeah.
But I really panicked when I saw myself in a commercial from behind. And I saw that this was going. That's when I was like, like that just blows your mind. It does.
It's weird though because I get it why men get tense about it.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't think that, you know, it's not a thing that's an unattractive thing. I'm not being saucy.
No. Here's the advantage of going bald, especially a little bit earlier. You go through your midlife crisis earlier.
Yeah.
So like in my 30s, I was like, I'm not attractive anymore, and then I was over it. So now,
there was a guy that I was at school with. I think I might have made this up, but I think it's true. Very beautiful boy, and he started going bald at like 17.
Oh.
But he was still beautiful, that's the thing, because he'd still a beautiful face and all that stuff. He just didn't have the...
Just looked like he was 40.
He didn't. I think it's... I mean, I don't know when it
beautiful
happened.
50-year-old looking man.
Because I remember, like, Kojak wasn't seen as being attractive, but Yul Brynner, wasn't Yul Brynner a guy who had hair and then he shaved his head because it was more attractive?
I think the best example is Ed Harris.
Is who?
Ed Harris.
Who's that?
Ed Harris. You know who Ed Harris is?
Yeah.
From The Abyss. Remember he was in The Abyss?
Oh, God!
Ed Harris is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked with him on Pain and Gain, and I remember meeting him, and he brings two baseball mitts and a baseball to the set so he can play catch with people.
Oh.
How great is that?
Yeah.
And he still had those like blue laser eyes where he had to kind of put me in my place, and it was like, Ed Harris has put me in my place.
Oh,
It
man.
was pretty cool.
Oh, because you've worked with a lot of amazing people. Is Ed Harris the one that's made you go...
Nope.
Who?
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, wow.
Dick Van Dyke, I almost broke down and cried. I did a lot of Will Ferrell scratch track in Curious George, the movie Curious George. He's the man in the yellow hat.
Explain what a scratch track is.
Scratch track is when the star is too busy and you're not. And so they can pay you less, and you come in and you do the voice of that particular actor until they're available to come in and do it themselves. So I've done Jim Carrey, I've done Will Ferrell, and I was doing him, the man in the yellow hat, and they asked me to come in and read opposite Dick Van Dyke because he played the curator of the museum.
Oh my God.
And so I got to hang out with Dick Van Dyke.
He's a nice man.
He is exactly who you want him to be.
Yeah.
Just a joy, and he's really into special effects, like post effects. He sits on panels and for competitions and things, or he used to, but he loves that stuff. He's been into it since he was still on TV.
Because I remember meeting him down at the Late Late Show. He came in at the Late Late Show once and he was just lovely.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was like, it's Dick Van Dyke! But he was lovely.
And man, I learned so much from watching him. I just learned so many little tricks, and he was just so much fun to watch. So likable.
Anyway, enough about you. What about this record?
I'm going to say...
You don't even know what's on it yet.
I kind of do.
You do? Sarah Vaughan.
Stomping at the Savoy.
Val Doonigan, Small World. Val Doonigan singing A Small World. Scarlet Ribbons. Is that Scarlet Ribbons?
Nana Muscuri.
Nana Muscuri. You don't even know who Nana Muscuri is, do you?
Have you ever thought
about
taking these covers and putting them on a display on a wall so you could at least enjoy looking at them so they're not in a box?
Do you know what? Somebody's tried that. Somebody tried that with us. Was it last week? They were like, you know what? You should throw out the disc and keep the cover.
Yeah, and you're not going.
No, the disc is a little. Where do you see this? It's a work of art. That's a little work of art, these discs.
Let's pull it out there.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
look at that. Look.
See that?
Yeah. There will come a point where I will have to explain to my kids what this is.
That's the craziest.
Yeah.
I say keep it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's something you could play at a party and people will be like, what is this?
There you go. That's
keep
the
it.
thing. Okay, on to the next one.
Lou Reed Transformer, yes.
Yep.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Keep this.
There you go. What's your favourite track on that? Difficult, right?
I don't have you as a prince, really.
I know. I see the things you don't know.
My friend Phil
I
Lewis,
think
who
we
played,
just show tunes.
My-
I mean, that was just...
my friend Phil Lewis, who played Mr. Mosby on The Sweet Life, went to a little blues bar or wherever he was. He was sitting, right next to the stage, hanging out. People were playing, and nobody plays for a little while. And then somebody comes out, puts a guitar down, and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Prince." And Prince came out and played guitar for like 45 minutes, and there were like 15 people in the place, and it was him sitting right in front of him. Prince came out just playing. He said he was an incredible guitarist.
That's the thing with these, because people say the thing about Amy Winehouse actually was that all that she wanted to do was just be a musician. She didn't want any of the other stuff around it. She didn't want to deal with the record industry. She didn't really
Who is this?
Amy Winehouse.
Uh-huh.
That all that she really wanted to do was just be a musician.
Yeah.
All she wanted to do was make music. And I sort of get because I think sometimes because he went through a little angry stage.
Yeah.
And I sort of think when you hear about an angry one, I'm like, I bet you they just want to be a musician.
Yeah.
I bet you they just have had enough of people saying, rah, rah,
Well, just that story that he would go to a little blues joint and just play.
Yeah.
Like who? And he's Prince. Like that's fantastic. Kenny Rogers, anything Kenny Rogers, you have to keep.
Hey.
And Chuck Berry, you got to keep all of these.
I know, right? The thing is, see, Kenny Rogers, now, what I like him, but I worry, what are you laughing at?
I love Kenny Rogers. He reminds me of my parents.
Before or after the surgery, though?
And your mum or your dad?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he was
you know
your
what it
dad
was?
before
It was
and
sitting
your
in a
mom.
station wagon with 5 other kids driving from Cleveland to South Carolina for a vacation, sitting in the far back jumper seats, facing backwards with luggage all around me, no seatbelt. And they'd be like, "Brian, how you doing?" "I'm doing pretty good. It's getting hard to breathe." "It's okay, I only got a couple more hours." "I kind of have to pee." "It's all right, you can go." Like, just... And I remember Kenny Rogers, we had this Oldsmobile tape that played all of this music, and one of them was, "When you're in love with a beautiful woman."
That's Dr. Hook.
You gotta watch your back. You gotta watch your back.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
Kenny
that-
Rogers was on there.
But Dr. Hook were the ones that did the Beautiful
Wow,
Woman.
you're good.
Yeah, I know that because my
You got a
sister,
big brain.
my
Big Scotch brain.
it's my sister liked Doctor Hook. She really liked Doctor Hook because they also had another hit that was like, "Who's gonna iron my shirt?" And who's going to
What are you
kiss
talking
where
about?
it hurts? Doctor Hook, they've got this story about how bad it is. If you can't leave me because who would do all these brilliant things for me if it wasn't you, right? And I used to listen to it as a kid and I was like, no way, I'm going to have someone like that. It's all just like, who's going to iron my shirts and who's going to kiss where it hurts? Deal with yourself, you're a grown-up. Put on your big boy panties.
So what does he sing on that?
There's a great song on this, which is Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how that went. Can you sing
Ruby.
No, still no idea.
Don't take your love to town. And she painted up her lips and
it? Keep going. No, you got it. I've almost got it. Just give it a little bit more. Just like another...
Come on.
Keep going.
He's never coming back to this podcast. Never.
Do you want me to recognize the song, or do you not want me to
I could
recognize
put it on the record player. Do you want me to put it on the
Yeah, well, can we do that?
Yeah,
Are you
we
allowed
can
to
put
do
it
that?
on, but nobody can listen to it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'll speed that bit up.
All right.
Dancing or
Okay.
All right.
Look
Look at this thing.
I know, right?
This is from the dollar store, too?
No, my friend Ashley Forbes gave me that. Thank you, Ashley Forbes. She understands music. There we go.
She actually works for
She does work for music people.
you. Need to put
You know,
the lever down thing or the electro set on it.
the worry.
This thing is...
Oh, yeah. You know, like she works. Oh yeah, she works for a music company. And years ago, she played me this tape, and she said, "You know, these. It was a CD, I think. She said these people are just coming out. They're going to be massive." And she played me it, and I was like,
And who was it?
"Spice Girls."
Are you kidding me?
No, but literally, she played me it, and I was like,
Can we go back to Taylor Swift for a second?
"Yeah,
She is like... Every other song on the air is her song, and they're all great.
But also, she's like a proper great human being. She does stuff.
Phenomenal. Like, she's a freak of nature.
Don't say freak.
In a great way.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you sing along with it? Because I'd like it to little help.
It up your lips, roll and curl your titty. Really are you contemplating going out somewhere?
Okay.
Shalom.
It's not more familiar when you were singing. Yeah, you need to throw this out. That goes away.
No!
Yeah, you're throwing it out.
I am not throwing it.
It's going away.
I am totally not.
I have just laid the law.
Why? What is it you don't like about...
Really strong.
I have a strong feeling about it.
Why? You know, it's about a lady that shouldn't be a prostitute. Is that what's worrying you?
Yeah, I think that people should be able to do whatever they want to do.
She should. She's married to him, and he's been. It's a terrible story.
You really know this song very well.
You know, he was in the war, and what happened was his stuff. Not Kenny Rogers, but in this song. Oh, do you like songs?
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Why do you remember that?
Because it's in the song. I like a song with a story in it. So is it he's been in the war and he has his bits shot off.
Why does that
so he
stay
can't
in
do
your
the
head?
things in his underwear region are all not working. And so Ruby, who he loves very much, she's
Very
frustrated.
specific, the song.
And she takes her love to town, and he's upset about that because all of his things in his underwear region are broken.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe more of us should take our love to town. Maybe that's.
Oh,
what
you think?
Yeah.
What town? What town would you take? Hey, what town would you take your love to?
If I could.
If you could take, if you could take your love to any particular town, what town would it be?
Any town?
Yeah. What would be your favourite love to take? Favourite town to take your love to?
I'm gonna sound like LeBron James here, but I'm gonna say Cleveland.
Is that because that's your?
It's because it's my hometown.
Yeah.
I love my hometown.
You do?
I do. I love it.
When did you leave there?
I went to Syracuse University in upstate New York right out of high school.
Hey, my cousin went to Syracuse University.
Really?
She totally did.
I went to Syracuse, and then after Syracuse, I moved to Chicago. So I really, probably in '93, I left.
Yeah.
And then I go back and visit a couple times a year.
You know, Fergus said to me, they've been breaking it to me. He said, you know, at some point, I'm going to have to go to college, and I'll go to college, and then I'll have my own life, and at some point I'm going to move out. So I want you to prepare for that, because there'll be a time when I will have to leave you. And I was like, okay. I said, when are you thinking of going? When are you thinking of leaving? And he went, when I'm 35. I was like, okay, I think your father and I will be ready for that by then. 35. He's going to stay with me till he's 35.
Kids,
man.
you gotta have kids. My 5-year-old. We were at Target, and I was there with my wife and my other daughter. Were buying bathing suits, and so I had my 5-year-old, and I'm carrying her, and we're out in Palm Desert. We're visiting my parents. So I'm kind of nostalgic for my family. Like I'm having this kind of moment. She was being so sweet, and I said, you know what? I said if there was a mommy department at Target, I'd pick your mom. I said if there was a 7-year-old girl department, I'd pick your sister. If there were a 10-year-old boy department, I'd pick your brother. If there was a 5-year-old girl department, I'd pick you. She put her hands on either side of my face and said, if there were a bald department, I'd pick you.
That kid is amazing, actually.
She is a character.
I'm interested, actually, because you've done like the movie thing with Michael Bay, who's not, bless him, very talented man, but I wouldn't have said he was child-friendly.
He's a phenomenal man.
Right. Yeah, phenomenal man, but not child-friendly. I think even Michael Bay would say he was not child-friendly.
No, he would absolutely say that.
So, like, you've worked with Michael Bay, but you've also, you work with children. Is there a different code that you use when you're in different sets? Because it seems to me it's quite a different...
It's a different technique. It's multicam. You're doing musical theater,
right?
And when you're doing single camera, it's a totally different. It's a different skill set.
Explain multicam and single cam, because I know what you mean. Because obviously we are
multicam,
no cam in here, but
multicam's like Big Bang Theory and Frasier and Cheers. Anything where you have a proscenium, almost like a play, and it's the same set, and they can just shoot everything at once with 4 cameras. A single cam is when they turn around and like if we were doing this and we kept turning around, you see the other side of the room, and it's out on location, and it's usually very, very really close-ups and very cinematic, and it's just a different skill set. It's much smaller. You have your thoughts, but you're not trying to communicate your thoughts.
Yeah, it's all in the eye.
It's all in the eye. You just oh.
You know what? If you went,
we're back to cheap cam.
We're back to cheap cam. Well, do you know what? Next time I'll have you back again. I know.
No, it's all right.
No, I'm going to have you back, even though you call me frickin' Mrs Doubtfire.
I wish we'd had enough time to do 2 parts. That's the thing.
I know. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So we could have found out stuff about you. I could have asked you questions. I could have asked you proper. Is there a question I should have asked you that I didn't?
Is it hard doing comedy when you're so handsome?
What is that to me?
No, I'm saying you could have asked me that question.
I could have asked you.
You didn't ask that.
Is it hard doing comedy when you're so handsome? Have you got any friends that can
First of
answer
all,
that?
thank you. No, you just have to commit to it. You really just have to, put on the clown face.
You do.
Yeah.
You just change your.
Yeah. It's tough.
Okay.
I turn down a lot of more, leading man stuff just so I can stay in the comedy world. Because once you go one way.
See now you've done this show.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could do our Christmas lights this year?
I am not doing anyone's Christmas lights but mine.
I'm
sorry, I can't. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. You ask my wife. And if my wife gives approval, I will do that.
Oh, you're going to be doing my Christmas lights. You're going to be doing my Christmas lights.
Get him out of my house. All right, guys, go ahead.
We're going.
No, it's just sad.
I
gave away my secret that putting up Christmas lights is my time to myself. I should probably. We could
standing up there getting snowflakes.
I tell you, our roof is twice as peaceful as your roof.
Yeah, very peaceful.
Come on.
Because it's twice as high.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of this this podcast, and this has been Brian Stepanek. Do you prefer Stepanek or Stepanek?
Stepanek. Flatten it out like you're from Ohio. No.
Okay.
You can't.
I'm going to. Alright, thank you very much, and we'll be back next week with someone else that I'm bullying.
Thanks, Lynn Ferguson.
I've been called worse. I have been called worse. Cut. Oh, so if you want to ask a question, I can't guarantee we'll answer it, but I'll try. You could tweet me a question at Lynn Fergie, or you can make a comment if you're watching this on the video. And oh, you know what would be awesome? Can you share this? Thanks. All right. See you later.